Come with me to paradise. Welcome to my paradise. I welcome all of you and you, all of you. Come on, y'all. All right. So, welcome everybody to the Boy with the Pampers and the Toys, Al, recording for Paradise. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, the Boy with the Pampers and the Toys. Please all make sure you like, share, subscribe to your family, your friends, and all of your enemies. Also, check out my X account and I won't say Twitter so bad, it's like on the tip of my tongue, and Instagram account, the Boy with the Pampers and the Toys, it's on the screen. And I'll also hit the notification bell. I've been not saying that lately. I'm getting old. Okay, so this week I'm going to be focused on WWE figures, basic and elites. I told myself I'm going to start doing 1 week of this, 1 week of that, because I have so much stuff I got to get out so I can start getting new material. I don't have no room for, any new figures. Even if I wanted to create a video where I go on a, video, tape myself going on a toy hunt, I don't have no room for nothing in this room or in my place. So, enough said. So today we're going to be focused on, it was a group that I really liked in WWE, and I just feel like they don't be knowing to go with ideas with trios, groups, factions, and that is no other than Hitrow themselves. I have all three figures, and let's see, I got Top Dolla, Ashante Adonis, and the beautiful, lovely B-Fab, and they don't no longer exist at that faction in WWE. I thought it was a great faction, but I'm gonna give my honest opinion about when WWE creates melanin factions. You don't always have to put something ghetto and hood or hip hop type stuff within melanated people. Make a faction, make it believable. It doesn't always have to be some type of gang relation. I'm just saying with all the respect, because I do watch WWE. I'm starting watching WWE more on and off. I don't get to watch it fully like that, but I just think they kind of spin. Where's characters like Coco Beware at? I ain't saying you need one, but where's like comfortable, likable characters? You ain't always gonna have some type of hood. Oh, I'm so hood with us melanated people. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say that up front, WWE. All right. So today we're going to be focused on these three, and these are the basic figures. They all are actually in a row. So Top Dolla's number 142 from Series 142. Ashante Adonis was from 143, and B-Fab, she's from 144. Now I tell you what, Top Dolla, he was on Ringside Collectibles is where I actually got him. But I actually saw another figure in the store of him. Walmart had him, so I actually got three of these. I have two loose. I have one on the wall, one for display, and I got one already loosely, and I got one that I'm about to open up for you guys. Ashante Adonis, I got one for the wall, and this is the one I'm going to be opening up for you guys and girls. And last but not least, B-Fab, she was so hard to come by. That's why when I pay my bills on a certain day, I always try to look at Ringside Collectibles and prepare myself, because certain figures, I put her in a category with Gigi Dolan, as well as what's her name, Tiffany Stratton, because these figures will go out pretty quick, and it's a good thing to hear about the ladies actually, being selected, being purchased, because I remember back in the day everybody was ashamed to have a female action figure. But let's move on. So let's go ahead and get this stuff rolling and unboxing. So first and foremost, I just opened up the package, but I'm gonna show the figure in a minute. We have B-Fab, ladies first. She is from Series 144, her first time in line, so she's a very valuable. She's gonna have that Liv Morgan effect on her too, where she's gonna probably cost a whole lot of money to find online years to come. Because I know that first Liv Morgan, people charging $100 just to have her loosely. Her signature move is the neck breaker. I've seen a couple of B-Fab's matches. I don't really necessarily think that WWE has respectfully used her correctly, and I think she's a great talent. She's now, since Hitrow is gone, She's with Bobby Lashley's faction. I hope they give her a little bit more role. I guess she's gonna be catfighting now with Scarlett Bordeaux, because that Bobby Lashley and the Prophet. Not I said no, forgive me, Bianca and Montez Ford. I said the non-profits. I forgot what that faction's name was called. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on. Street Profits. Street Profits. Okay, my apologies. Um, she's gonna be feudal. She's gonna be the girl to take down Scarlett, and that's gonna be probably a long out, dragged out feud because they tried with uh, Valhalla, aka Sarah Logan, and Zelina Vega triple threat, but they never used her properly in a match, so I don't get it. But I hope she gets a little airtime to put a couple stars under her feet. But as you can see, the other four members they have in here is Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio, and Karrion Kross, and Ultimate Warrior. Karrion Kross is another one they ain't using pretty correctly. I don't know. All right. So with this lovely girl right here, she is definitely a one-of-a-kind basic figure. And let's look at her up close and personal. So with B-Fab, as you can see, this is a beautiful female basic. I don't really see too many beautiful female basics. My favorite female basic figures, I like Gigi Dolan, I like Zia Lee, and there's another one. I think that what's the old girl's name that's with Gigi Dolan? But her former partner she was feuding with. So I don't find too many basic female figures at the height of wanting to purchase. But this one right here I definitely want it. So as you can see, the hair, she got the braids. Another character had braids already. That was Naomi. And the hair mode it looks really good. It's really flimsy. So it's really kind of, I don't know what type of plastic they use, but it's really, they use a good hair mode. The face, it looks just like her. The face scan's amazing. And the figure is actually tall, just like she is in reality. I actually saw her in person, what was it, like a year ago when I was in Atlanta. They was doing a show in Atlanta, Wrestler was, and I actually, they've run into her like I know her like that, but I saw her in person. She's a beautiful girl in person. So, as you can see, on the basic figures, you know, like I said, the face scan, it gives her that real, I don't want to use the word ratchet, but WWE, again, they don't have to use all this stuff when it comes to the melanated characters. Just be kind of natural with it. I ain't saying make a upper class, blue collar type of faction, but just be something normal that can amaze people. You know, use people for the greater good and not for the greater silliness. So she does come with this like jacket. I think you could take it off, but I don't want to take it off. I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep it on because I don't feel like putting it back on, and I believe she's gonna be a rare figure to have. So she comes with this little belt. It's very not common for any character, especially a female character, to have a belt hanging around her shorts. And I do like the tank top they got on her. I think this was a attire that she wore. I don't know. When you do side by side with her and the actual figure, they look exactly alike. Exactly. So, what I do like about the new basic figures now, they make them almost close to the elite kind of stature a little bit. She got these Scarlett Bordeaux boots on. I call them the Scarlett Bordeaux boots. That's what I really call them. Like, and I'm gonna compare and contrast her to a few other female basics that got these type of shoes similar to it on. So when you look up, what is my pet peeve about this figure? I don't like it that they put the writing, the dates and stuff on her back right here. I think that was a little silly. If you know what I mean, they could have like put it behind her. At least under her boot or something. I don't know. Like, just make it not too visible. Put it behind her boot. Kind of distracts you a little bit, if you know what I mean. Honestly, I'm really, and this is just me speaking my mind. You know, I'm still talking about the figure. I'm glad to see more melanated females wrestling now, and this is no joke, because there was once upon a time there was the lady that was with Dusty Rose. I can't think of that big lady's name. I can't. Allegedly, I heard they're gonna have her to Legends lined up real soon. I don't know how true it is. And then you had Jackie Moore, and you had Jazz for the longest time. And then that's when they started to move up a little. They got Alicia Fox. And I'm just naming, just being respectful, because I love all the women on wrestling. It's not, I don't look at, I look at diversity. That's what I look at. I don't look at just one type of genre of race people being in wrestling. I want everybody in wrestling. Just have, more variety, which they do. So, with that being said, let me see. She's articulated pretty well. Like I said, her feet is articulated, but her toes is not. That's how you know the difference with the actual basic figures and actually the Eli figures, because the Eli figures' toes are articulated to the fullest. I don't know what. I think this belt, the belt says Hitrow when you look at it, and they are no longer, like I said, existing in WWE. They got rid of Top Dolla, but I'm gonna get to him when I get to him. I'll talk about him when I get on his character. So, I actually do like it that the hands are more articulated, the wrist. I guess when she gets her Eli figure down the road, they'll probably have some extra set of hands where she can smack somebody. But it's cool that they got, this is my first time ever seeing a female character, a wrestling figure, having two gripped hands. Like, that's not common for real. But I know I could probably switch her hand out with somebody else's. And another thing, I'm shocked they didn't have no nail polish on her. I really can care less about that. I'm just saying, for example, because B-Fab does, I think she do wear nail polish, but that's not really nothing important. So, this figure looks really good. What could they have done different, though? It's really nothing they could have done different, because she's a basic figure, and this is her first time in line. So, I really do, but I'm about to kind of compare and contrast her with other female figures that had these type of boots. So as you can see, I got her next to her new Femi arch nemesis, Karrion Kross's wife, Scarlett Bordeaux, and you see they got the same exact boots, but except Scarlett's is black, and I really do, FYI, I hope Scarlett gets a solo push, because that girl can actually wrestle. I saw a lot of her indie performances for WWE, and she is they could push her to WWE, probably to her highest. So, when you look at them like side by side, it's the same exact boot. It's truly the same exact boot. There's no difference in it. In my opinion, I get it. Mattel really doesn't want to overstep, budget costs of, okay, if you can make it this way, here, that's the cheap way to come out of it. But if y'all want, and they doing good on sales, the stock is doing pretty decent ever since since Vincent, got thrown out or resigned. Anyways, they can have different designs for each person, especially the women, because you don't want it to be a repetitive situation. If you want to grow as a company, grow as a company. It reminds me of that figure back then from Sable and Jacqueline. What was it? The Attitude Era, where both Jacqueline and Sable, Jacqueline's only figure ever to date, which is sad, where they stand at the same pose. They got them both the same size, same upper body and waist. So this was, in a way, this was. Ugh, I'm stuttering. This what kind of reminds me of a little bit, the boots wise. But other than that, like I said, I'm just had to compare and contrast her with the basic Scarlett Bordeaux. It's the same figure, but except different skin tone and different hair color and different outfit. Even though this Scarlett is hideous in the face, this is the worst figure. This is an Eli of Scarlett Bordeaux. It's terrible. She makes her look like an old, deranged, evil woman. Especially, it's already bad enough they gave her these little fingernails. So, if they wanted to do something, they could have just did something like that with the boots, because this boot right here on Scarlett is a lot different than her basic figures. I feel like these are the cheap woman boots right here, and these are the Elite upper class women boots. So I had to show that for a minute. I need to get somebody. I need to find a wrestling customization person so I can swap her head out, because that's a horrible head. And then last but not least, real quick, I know everybody's probably like, why you got her next to these two? I got her next to a basic Lana on the right, and then I got her. I got Renee Young Moxley Parquet. I think Young was her married name, and she just ended up changing to Parquet. I don't know. I don't know if Moxley's her. Who knows? But I got her sitting next to them because, as you can see, they have their own design of shoes, and these are basics, actually. Like Renee Moxley got her own design of boots, and Lana, this basic Lana, she got heels. Lana's figure reminded me so much of Deborah Marshall from the '90s figure, but the head sculpt looks a little bit better than that head sculpt from the Jakks Pacific line. So, they could have just had their own finishing of touches, for having her own. B-Fab, if she's going to be first in the line, she should have her own kind of boots instead of something mediocre. But it's a basic figure, I get it. So, just want to show that. And I actually give B-Fab, I'm going to give her a 9.7 out of 10. The reason why I took off 3 points because that writing on the back, it reminds me of a McDonald's toy. And then I think the boots were very repetitive. If they would have had her own design of boots and didn't have that writing on the back of it, I would give this action figure a 10 out of 10. But I still think that she's strongly worth getting. So she's going to be hard to come across. I'm actually in process of getting 3 more in April from Entertainment Earth. I may order 1 more off eBay, because I actually got her off eBay for about... man, I paid too much money for her. Probably about $35. Shipped and handling was $41 altogether. So, there you have it. B-Fab, everybody. So, next we got Ashante Adonis. And you know what's so crazy? I thought that Ashante Adonis was B-Fab. I didn't know B-Fab's name was B-Fab. I thought her name was Ashante Adonis. I didn't think nothing about it. I know it sounds like an idiotic type of saying, but I really didn't watch a lot of their matches until later on. So, he comes from Series 143 on the back. You see there's Mr. T, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, John Cena, Becky Lynch. Now, the only one out of all these, besides Ashante Adonis, I want to get is Mr. T's figure, because I feel like John Cena's figure is repetitive. No offense. And then Becky Lynch. There's only a few Becky Lynch figures I do like, but like her basics kind of are annoying in my own respectful way. And then Cody Rhodes, his basics looks horrible, but I finally got me an actual Elite Cody finally. But let me get him open, gang. So right here we have brother Ashante Adonis. He's actually still in WWE under contract. And I think he is a great high flyer. I don't feel like he's used right in the business. I think that if they had him in some singles, cruiserweight matches, I don't think a person like him needs to be in a faction. I think he could branch off on his own. Or they could have just had him, and B-Fab be his actual valet. If y'all gonna get rid of Top Dolla, which I wish they would have kept all of them for real, because I think they all were talented. But I got a feeling, I was told, I think, when I got rid of Top Dolla, but we'll get into him when we get into him. So with this figure right here, I think he looks good. I think he got you see he got the little overall shirt, excuse me for coughing. He got the overall shirt on, suspender-like. So this is what this is right here. I think that's pretty cool, pretty dope. His white beater, actually, 50 cent white beater. I think that's what it is. This torso I done saw used a million times. I'm gonna compare that with other torsos of the basic line. The face skin actually looks amazing. It looks exactly like he does. So they definitely got that down packed right. And I like the hair mode. It's a lot different. So yeah, I don't, I like that they got the tattoo. I don't know what that tattoo says on his arm, but I thought that's pretty dope. Because I think he actually got another tattoo somewhere. I think it's maybe on his chest. Maybe it's nude. I think this scan was done before that tattoo was created. Okay, so the articulation of this figure, it's pretty dope. He's got a fisted hand, and he's got a fisted hand. And then the head does go up and down. I didn't show that on B-Fab's figure about her head going up and down, but I'll get to that when I talk about them at the end. You know, let me do it right now. So her head doesn't go up and down. I had to go back to her figure real quick to show everybody. Okay, so you know, with the basic figures, you get what you get. There's really no like chest pop area at all, and I get it. I actually ordered him on Ringside Collectibles because I think he's another one, a hard one to come back to as well too. And I hope to see him with some more elites. The facial expression's giving me like innocent, like, hey, I'm just here for the party, you know. And as you can see, the outfit has his design, Ashante Adonis, AA. And you know, I'm surprised that, let's say for example, he does get a solo push, that they didn't give him no gimmick, AA, AA, because I think it'll sound too much like Baby Baby the song and get a copyright. I don't know. But, you know, as you can see the shoes right here, the nice old tennis shoes. I'm for sure they made safely like wrestling boots, you know, so when he does his kicks, it ain't gonna hurt too bad in the face, getting kicked in the face. You know, that's what trained professionals do. This shirt, white beater, does go up and down. If I'm not mistaken, it wouldn't surprise me if you can probably remove the torso part. I'm gonna try to actually customize a figure one day on my own to see how it is. I really want to do something like that one day. But not really much to say about the articulation of his figure. It's just you know, he's a good looking basic figure. I hate that his first time in line he was a basic. They should have gave him a Elite. They should have gave B-Fab one too, and Top Dolla. Because I think this trio was good, but hey, it is what it is. So, when you look on the back, he's really a short figure as well too. But he's kind of a small guy in real life too, in his essence. So, let me compare and contrast him to some other figures of the same torso. To be honest with you, the two figures I got up here, now I know the guy in the green pants is currently in WWE. This guy right here, I don't know who he is. I got 3 of his figures and I can't remember who he is. I think he had a short-lived career in WWE. But when you actually look at all the areas of the chest, they use the same chest area, but I do believe this guy over here in the green, this is the guy I know what's the girl's name? The Aussie beautiful tall girl. I think he was like coming to save her in NXT, and he's kind of the weirdo guy. They get him play as a weird character, which I hope they break him out of that and make him into something more serious instead of comical. But I just feel like they have the same piece of torso that they just keep on reusing, repainting. It's easier to go ahead and save money doing that. I think that with the basics they should have a different kind of torso as well too, but I get it, it's business. So I just want to compare and contrast him with some of the figures that's around his size. I do need to find out who this guy is. I can find out easily who he is, but yeah, I don't know who he is. But with Ashante Adonis, he's still signed under WWE. I really do hope that they push him to stardom, you know, so he could be a really in a good cruiserweight division, you know, high flyer, something in that category, instead of making him into some street thug, you know, ready to fight everybody. It don't have to be like that with us melanated people, you know, at all. It could just be normal, just make a normal character. So I give him a 10 out of 10. I do like this figure a whole lot. I will probably get another one so I can have it loosely. So, moving on. Last but not least, my boy Top Dolla. I actually like Top Dolla. They say he was the male version of Nia Jax when she was in her era of hurting people. But I don't think it was like that. I think he's a great wrestler. I just think they didn't put him in the right direction. I think if they'd have kept all 3 of them, it would have been a faction out of this world. But I think the writers didn't know what to do with them at all. And as you can see on the back of here's Undertaker, Hulk Hogan, and Honky Tonk Man, which I should have got the Honky Tonk Man when I got the chance. I did get a Charlotte, managed to get a Charlotte. Because Charlotte doesn't really have, she got quite a bit of figures, but not a lot like she should. So he is from Series 142, first time in line, and his last time being in line for WWE. So his signature move is the Fireman's Carry Net Breaker. So as you can see, we got my boy Top Dolla here. I'm a big Top Dolla fan. And this is sad, again, it's going to be his last time. First time being in line, last time being in line. But as you can see, he's sporting, he looks just like himself. Bald head, goatee, serious look. Look like he'll break somebody's neck. He got a lot of tattoos on his arms. And they're really pretty dope. And I think I said this in an earlier video about wrestling figures. If they got tattoos, whoever made their tattoos, I think has to, I think WWE have to reach out to the person who made the tattoos, like some type of copyright or something, because of the ink in the drawing part. And, you know, somebody else can use that word and sue. The world is just full of sue. All right, so the head does go up and down, left, right. I should have did this on all my figures. I mean, on the other figures, I'll do that again. I wish he would have had a fist in his, at least in his left hand, but he got two grip hands because, you know, Top Dolla is, he's a big guy, but he's a high flyer too. And I think that's another thing that was kind of word on the curve. And you know, you can't really believe all the blogs, wrestling blogs in the past, saying that he was injuring people. I said, well, if he was injuring people, I know the Viking Warriors guys who was doing them moonsaults off the ring was definitely injuring people. Woo! It was scary. But anyways, I had a premonition about that. So, as you can see, he's sporting a nice old white Pioneer City shirt, and on the back of it says Top Dolla. You know, it was so insane, I didn't realize the back of his clothes were brown. Brown, beige, whatever you call it, but this is a pretty dope outfit. He got the gym shorts, says Top Dolla. I really do think they could have done something with Top Dolla. Top Dolla could have been, this is my opinion, and some people might not agree with me, he could have got a push. He really could have got a push to, about 2 years, he would have been ready for, if they would have just worked him within them 2 years, I think somebody like him could have really been mainstream underneath Roman Reigns, or facing Roman Reigns at WrestleMania or something. But they just choose not to put any type of ink pad or dollar sign to his character. You know, he was just there for a sweet gimmick. So when you look at the big guy basic figures, it's kind of like they all are alike in some type of I say similarity, and I'm gonna show all of that. I'm gonna compare and contrast with some other big basic guy figures. So he's got these shoes on, just kind of like Ashante Adonis does, the white wrestling shoes, pretty made if he kicks somebody. Articulation wise, he can't really bend his knees because I don't know why he can't really, well, he can bend them, but you can't really push them all the way back. But I'm glad he can stand up on his own. That's pretty cool, pretty dope. And I want to compare and contrast him to some other big guy basic figures. So I got him next to Amis, the basic Amis. I had him, he was a 2-pack with AJ Lee, not AJ Lee, Lord, AJ Styles. There's so many AJs, it don't make no sense. And then next to this basic Andre the Giant 2-pack where he faced Hulk Hogan, which I thought that was a terrible Andre the Giant figure. But they both actually are taller than Top Dolla. I think Top Dolla was about 6'5" at least, to the most. So then next I got him standing next to Commander Aziz, and I'm gonna talk about Commander Aziz in another video. This is just a loose one that I got of him. I actually bought him twice, purchased him 3 times, one for the wall, and one was supposed to be loosely, but I forgot that I already had him, and I purchased him again at Walmart. So I think actually, did I buy him twice? I bought him once. I actually purchased him at Ringside Collectibles the first time, and then the other time I saw him at Walmart and another Walmart again. So as you can see, they both, Angelo Dawkins and Commander Aziz, are much taller than him, but they're still on the big guy side. And that's a basic Angelo Dawkins. Angelo Dawkins is a lot smaller now, and I think they got his basics and E-lights mixed up. I already said that in another video. And then last but not least, I got him next to, I don't know what these guys' names are, but I know they were Karrion Kross feuding with Bobby Lashley and Street Profits. Are they called a Business Day? I don't know what their group is called, but as you can see, they are much bigger. I really didn't have to compare him to the bigger guys, but I think size-wise, width around the body, they're like almost the same size, but height, they all are taller than Top Dollar's basic figure. But I thought it was just cool, you know, to basically, talk about it, compare and contrast it. It don't hurt. It ain't gonna hurt. And it kind of cracks me up looking at all three of them, not in a funny way, but it reminds me of Streets of Rage. You know, you got your Axel, you got your Max over here to the left, and you got your Blaze Fielding over here to the right. So I think this was a pretty good faction that they had. They just didn't want to invest no more ink, pen, and paper into their scripts. So, you know, Top Dollar was the sacrifice to let go for the company. Sacrifice sounds so deep, but you know, just want to show that. So as you can see, we got Hitrow, a dismembered, I'm gonna say dismembered, but a dismissed faction that WWE just laid to rest, and these two are left on the roster. And hopefully Top Dollar can go to AEW, or maybe he's wrestling the Indies, because I think indie wrestling is a lot better these days anyway, just in my opinion. I mean, WWE is cool, but some things get on my nerves sometimes. Time to time. I think hopefully it'll get a little better, but who knows. So, you can actually, like I said, he's probably in Walmart. He may be in Walmart real soon down the road. I said by April. But she's really hard to come by. You gotta order her online, like eBay or something. I was trying to find her on Mercari too, but I was lucky to get this one. Alright, so I'd like to thank all my friends for subscribing to my YouTube channel, The Boy with the Pampers and the Toys. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Boy with the Pampers and the Toys. Please also make sure you like, share, subscribe to your family, your friends, and all of your enemies. Also, follow me on X. I want to say Twitter so bad. Oh, I'm so old. X and Instagram. The Boy with the Pampers and Toys listed on the screen. And just thank you, everybody. This week is, like I said, WWE Action Figure Week, so videos all week long, 2 videos a day of all my favorite wrestling action figures. 2 a day. So Hitrow. Everybody have a great day.